Hi, I'm Marid.K and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the drawing process. All the tools that I'm using in this video, I'm going to list it down in the description. As the title says, do not trace. And I mean it by, if you are wanting to practice and develop observation skills and good drawing skills, tracing will never help you. You have to develop observation skills. You have to look at things and recognize the shapes and train your eyes and hands to develop a good drawing. It's all about the relationship between shapes and darks and lights, all the light and shadow, all that affects, all that get together to create one drawing. And it's deceiving because we put a 3D world into a 2D surface. So you have to understand these. Now, if you just go and trace it, how many times you're gonna trace every time you draw? You're gonna trace every time. And it's not gonna help you. It may assist you a little bit in time if you try, if you have a lot of commissions and you don't have time to draw everything, you try to make things correct, then yes, I understand. But if you want to just go ahead and do it, to learn from it is not going to teach you anything. So, as you see here, in this drawing, I'm just using very simple shapes, as you can see here. Using a paper towel to create some value. I'm removing the charcoal with a paper towel and using some pencils to have a sharp tip so I can control those small areas. And everything is related to value, shapes, and also edges. You see here, I'm really giving a suggestion to the shape. I don't need to make it super realistic. If you want to do it super realistic, it's okay, spend more time on it. But for me, it's just drawing is an expression of something. And whatever you observed, you put it there. And of course, there are things gonna go wrong and you correct it, and exactly what I had to do with this drawing. Now I'm just working on the dress, which I'm gonna make it like a lighter value. So there's a dark value, which is the black in the back for that car. And then there's a lighter value, which is I remove it with a paper towel and then use an eraser to create a lighter value. So 3 values in general. But maybe we'll end up with some values between that created by accident, which is fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. Now the background is I wanted to darken it to add darker value to it. Keeping adding more of the compressed charcoal. This is a soft compressed, and just add it to the background. Now just refine some of the edges around the hands, the arms. Now if you use your finger with charcoal, do not use your fingers when you use graphite. When you use your finger with the charcoal, you're gonna press it to the paper, so it's gonna get darker. But if you use a paper towel, it's gonna remove some. Now adding the spots or location of where the highlights is going to be. It's a night scene, so there's a lot of reflections going to happen. Now in the background there are 2 cars. I wanted to give a suggestion to them, and I have to make sure they are far away and darker than the front objects. There's a a big light or highlight behind the hair. I'll continue adding the structure of the objects that I have, and it's only suggestion. It's not necessary to do it super real, because I could have traced this and just made it super real, but this is not my interest in here. And there's a highlights here on the surface of the car, towards the end of the car. Now just adding more details, small ones, just to show the face a little bit more, but not necessarily adding details. Just adding, just refining some of the edges for the dress, and that should be enough. It's just a suggestion. You don't need to make everything look super sharp and super real. I only draw what I see, not what I know, and this is a huge difference when it comes to realizing, oh, I know this is a dress and it has to be doing this and this, and it has to have those details. But in reality is, you have to draw only what you see, what your eyes can see, and ignore the logical side of your brain.